You're eating clean. You're doing everything right. Salads, veggies, smoothies, water, and your stomach still balloons by the afternoon. It might look flat in the morning, but by 6 p.m., you could pass for maybe 3 months pregnant. And here's the part that nobody tells you. Many of the foods marked as healthy can cause massive bloating, depending on your genetics. I hear this from women every single day. I bloat no matter what I eat. Or they mention healthy food makes me look worse. I cut gluten, dairy, sugar, and nothing changed. Or they'll say I eat vegetables and I feel like my stomach fills with air. Or they'll say my doctor said IBS, but I'm eating better than ever. Why am I still bloated? You're not doing anything wrong and you're not imagining it. Your bloating is a reaction and that reaction is different for every woman. So let's break down the most common reasons bloating happens, especially for women who eat healthy. One is fermentation overload. So your gut bacteria will ferment fibers and plant sugars. Some women have gut bacteria that ferment really aggressively. So foods like broccoli, cauliflower, onions, apples, beans, all foods that you've been told to eat more of will create extreme gas. Next is FODMAP sensitivity. These are fermentable carbs found in healthy foods. If you have FODMAP sensitivity or SIBO, these foods will blow you up instantly. Next is histamine intolerance. This is a big one, and almost nobody talks about it. High histamine foods include spinach, tomatoes, avocado, fermented foods, bone broth, leftovers. These are the poster children of the wellness world, but for women with low DAO activity, these foods cause major bloating. Next is enzyme insufficiency. You could be eating the perfect food. If you don't produce enough stomach acid, pancreatic enzymes, or brush porter enzymes, that food simply won't break down. Undigested food equals fermentation equals bloating. Next is motility issues. If your gut moves slowly, food will sit too long and ferment. This is common with thyroid issues, stress, perimenopause, and certain genetics. So here's why you blow and your friend doesn't. This is the part that changes everything. Two people can eat the same exact meal. One feels amazing and the other blows up like a balloon because of genetics. Lactase persistence, LCT. If you don't have the gene that keeps lactase active into adulthood, dairy will always bloat you. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, protein shakes, all marketed as healthy. Next is DAO gene, histamine clearance. If you have reduced DAO activity, spinach, smoothies, and fermented foods will wreck you. HLA genes, gluten sensitivity risk. You may or may not have celiac, but you can have genetically driven gluten sensitivity that inflames your gut every single day. AMY1 copies, starch digestion. Women with low AMY1 struggle to break down starchy foods even when they're clean. Think sweet potatoes, quinoa, oats. Amazing for some, disastrous for others. Next is motility and microbiome shaping genes. Your genes influence how fast food moves through your gut and what type of bacteria thrive there. Slow motility and gas-producing bacteria equals guaranteed bloating. So here's why generic gut advice makes everything worse. You've probably tried all the standard gut healing advice. Eat more fiber, take probiotics, drink bone broth, eat fermented foods, go gluten-free. Here's the problem. These recommendations only help certain genetics and they worsen others. For example, if you were to have more fiber, that is disaster for SIBO or slow motility. Probiotics can flare symptoms if they're histamine-producing strains. Fermented foods are terrible for DAO variants, and bone broth is extremely high in histamine. Gluten elimination is useless if gluten is not your trigger, and low FODMAP is a temporary relief. You're not healing your gut, you're just guessing. These are the patterns I see over and over and over again. The dairy pattern woman eating yogurt, whey, protein, cottage cheese, because it's healthy, but then she's bloated every day. Genetics show lactase non-persistence, or the histamine pattern, women drinking bone broth, kombucha, spinach smoothies, and then getting worse. And then their genetics show DAO variants. The FODMAP SIBO pattern, women eating more vegetables and fiber and inflating like a balloon, while all the while having underlying SIBO and slow motility genes. Or the gluten sensitivity pattern, women eating whole grains because they're healthy, but their genetics revealing HLA risk, causing low-grade inflammation. So bloating is not random. It actually tells a story. It's not emotional. It's not because you're eating wrong. It's your body whispering before it shouts because you're eating incorrectly for your genetics. So if you've been eating clean and still bloating, the problem isn't discipline, it's personalization. Inside my genetic readiness training, I talk about our proprietary genetic avatars and talk about how women can find out what causes their bloating, cravings, fatigue, and weight retention. The link is in the description below. I'm Dr. Phyllis. When you understand your genetics, you stop fighting your body and finally start working with it. Make sure to subscribe to keep learning more.